As we step into our twilight years, the big question on many of our minds is, how much time do we have left? It's a universal curiosity that has intrigued humans across time. While the mystery of life's ending remains, science has made some fascinating discoveries. In this journey, we'll explore the surprising ways our bodies reveal the secret to longevity after 70. It is a revelation that challenges conventional wisdom and offers insights into extending our golden years. Are you ready for this amazing revelation? Let's start. Did you know that even before you were born, your body had a blueprint for your lifespan? That's right. Your DNA holds secrets that can tell you how long you might live. Scientists have pinpointed areas in your chromosomes that significantly influence longevity. These genes play critical roles in everything from cell maintenance to how your body responds to stress. It's like having a personal roadmap of your biological clock. But remember, genes are not destiny. They're just one piece of the puzzle. Your lifestyle choices, environment, and overall health play a huge role too. So while understanding your genetic makeup is a fascinating journey, don't forget, you have the power to shape your health story. Imagine being able to spot signs of healthy aging just by looking at the whites of your eyes. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. Right. Well, it's not. Scientists have found that the color and appearance of your sclera, the white part of your eyes, can reveal a lot about your overall health and aging process. It's a groundbreaking discovery with potential implications for early disease detection. What's the secret here? The pigmentation, or lack thereof, in your sclera can be an indicator of various conditions. For example, a yellowish tint might suggest liver issues or a buildup of toxins. On the other hand, a reddish hue could point to high blood pressure or vascular problems. And interestingly, the darker the sclera, the lower your risk of cardiovascular diseases. It's like having an additional window into your body's health. Now it is crucial to remember that changes in scleral color should be discussed with a healthcare professional, as they can be a sign of underlying medical conditions. Here's a surprising fact. Did you know that the health of your gums can tell you a lot about your overall well-being? It's true. Healthy gums are a sign of good oral health, but they also indicate a strong immune system and reduced inflammation throughout the body. In fact, studies have shown that gum disease, known as periodontitis, is associated with various systemic conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and respiratory problems. Taking care of your gums isn't just about having a nice smile. It's about investing in your overall health and potentially extending your lifespan. So, don't underestimate the power of those pearly whites. When it comes to living a long and healthy life, what you eat plays a pivotal role. And guess what? Science has some fascinating insights to share. According to research, adopting a Mediterranean-like diet can significantly enhance your chances of a longer, healthier life. But what makes this diet so special? It's all about balance and what you include, not just what you exclude. This eating plan emphasizes fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats, such as those found in olive oil. By incorporating these foods into your daily meals, you're providing your body with essential nutrients that support heart, health, brain function, and overall well-being. Interestingly, studies have shown that this dietary approach can help combat cognitive decline, reducing the risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So it's not just about adding years to your life, but adding life to your years. If you've ever wondered whether your mental agility could be a clue to your longevity, you're not alone. Scientists have uncovered intriguing links between cognitive ability and lifespan. What does this mean? Well, it turns out that keeping your mind sharp and engaged may contribute to a longer, healthier life. Studies have revealed that individuals with higher cognitive abilities tend to live longer than those with lower cognitive scores. But it's not just about intelligence. It's also about mental flexibility and adaptability. The key takeaway here is that keeping your mind active through challenges like puzzles, learning new skills, or engaging in mentally stimulating conversations could be a secret to longevity. So embrace the power of your mind and let it work its magic in extending your golden years. You might be thinking, how can something as simple as grip strength be an indicator of my overall health and longevity? Well, grip strength is actually a valuable tool that can reveal a lot about your physical health. Research has shown that those with stronger hand grips tend to have better cardiovascular health and lower risks of developing heart disease and stroke. It's like having an instant health check right at your fingertips. A weak grip, on the other hand, could signal underlying health issues that need attention. So if you're concerned about your grip strength, don't ignore it. Consult a healthcare provider, as it could be a sign of something more serious like muscle or nerve problems. Remember, every little detail matters when it comes to understanding your overall well-being. Did you know that the condition of your fingernails can offer clues about your general health? It's true, those tiny details like nail color, shape and texture can reveal a lot about your overall well-being. For instance, pale nails might suggest iron deficiency, while reddish nails could hint at a circulatory issue. Taking care of your fingernails isn't just about aesthetics. It's about paying attention to your body's signals. If you notice any unusual changes in your nails, it's essential to consult a doctor. While they may seem trivial, these changes could be indicators of underlying health conditions that require attention. So don't overlook the power of those tiny nail signals. Maintaining a healthy weight isn't just about fitting into a particular clothing size. It's about taking care of your overall health and well-being. And guess what? Science has some interesting insights to share. According to research, being overweight or obese can increase the risk of developing chronic conditions such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. On the other hand, maintaining a healthy weight through a balanced diet and regular exercise can help reduce the risk of these diseases. It's all about finding that sweet spot where you feel your best. While the ideal weight range can vary for each individual, striving for a healthy body mass index, BMI, is a good starting point. Remember, it's not about extreme diets or excessive weight loss. It's about making sustainable lifestyle changes that prioritize your health and well-being. While most of us think of sleep as a time of rest, did you know it's a period of intense cellular repair and rejuvenation? That's right. Sleep is when your body works hard to restore and revitalize itself, preparing you for the day ahead. But here's the catch. Chronic sleep deprivation can take a toll on your health. Research shows that consistently getting less than the recommended 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night can weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to illnesses. It can also disrupt hormonal levels, potentially leading to weight gain and other metabolic issues. So, prioritize your sleep and let your body enjoy those precious hours of shuti. After all, a well-rested body is a happy and healthy body. Your social connections are more than just pleasant interactions. They're a vital aspect of your overall health and well-being. And guess what? Science agrees. Research has shown that strong social connections and a sense of belonging can improve both physical and mental health. When you have a supportive network of friends, family, and community, you're better equipped to handle life's challenges, reduce stress, and maintain a positive outlook. Loneliness, on the other hand, has been associated with various health issues, including depression and cardiovascular disease. So nurture your relationships and let your social connections be a source of strength and support on your journey to longevity. There's a saying that laughter is the best medicine, and it turns out that science backs it up. Having a good sense of humor isn't just about finding things funny. It's a coping mechanism that can benefit your health in many ways. According to research, people with a positive sense of humor tend to have better mental health, stronger immune systems, and greater resilience against stress. Laughter releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects and can help alleviate pain. It's like having your own personal feel-good medicine. So embrace the power of laughter and let it be a part of your journey towards a healthier, happier life. The human body is a complex and amazing machine that can withstand a lot, but it also needs care and attention in order to stay healthy. As we age, our bodies change, and it is important to pay attention to these changes. In order to keep ourselves healthy and happy, our organs start to weaken, our metabolism slows down, and our muscles start to atrophy. But there are some things we can do in order to slow down this process and even reverse it. So if you want to live a long and healthy life, keep watching. One of the main signs experts look at is heart health. A stable heartbeat, normal blood pressure, and well-controlled cholesterol levels are strongly linked to longer life expectancy. If your heart remains healthy after the age of 70, you have a much better chance of living longer compared to those who have cardiovascular problems. But why? Well, it's simple. The heart is a muscle, and like all muscles, it needs to be kept strong through exercise. If you don't use it, you lose it. The same goes for your cardiovascular system. If you don't keep your blood pressure and cholesterol levels in check, then your heart will have to work harder than it needs to. And eventually it will start to show signs of wear and tear. This is why people with heart disease tend to die younger. Their hearts simply haven't been able to withstand the strain over time. Now, here's something you might not know. There are certain foods that can help keep your heart healthy as you age. For example, avocados, salmon, and walnuts are all rich in healthy fats, which can help lower your cholesterol levels. Meanwhile, leafy greens and citrus fruits are packed with antioxidants, which can help improve blood flow. So if you want to extend your lifespan, start by taking care of your heart. Eat healthy, exercise regularly, and get plenty of rest. These are all simple things that anyone can do. But what about mental health? After all, it's not just our physical bodies that age, it's our minds too. Well, believe it or not, there are actually quite a few signs that can indicate how long you have left to live, and most of them have nothing to do with your physical health. If you're feeling mentally sharp and physically active, then you're likely to live longer. According to a study published in the Journal of Neurology, people who are mentally sharp and physically active in their old age are more likely to live longer than those who are young. The study found that those who were able to perform complex tasks, such as solving puzzles or playing strategy games, were able to maintain their cognitive abilities for longer and had a better quality of life in their later years. Additionally, those who remained physically active were found to have a lower risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. But why does this happen? Well, it has to do with the way our brains work. When we challenge our brains with new tasks, we create new neural pathways and strengthen existing ones. This helps us to stay mentally sharp and prevents our brains from atrophying as we age. Similarly, physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, which helps to keep our brains healthy and functioning properly. So if you want to extend your lifespan, make sure to keep your mind and body active. Don't just sit around all day doing nothing. Keep yourself mentally stimulated by learning new things and physically active by exercising regularly. You'll be glad you did when you reach the ripe old age of 100. But what if you're already in your twilight years? Is there anything you can do to extend your lifespan at that point? The answer is yes, but it's going to take a lot of hard work and dedication. According to research published in the journal Aging Cell, people who are in their 70s and 80s can add years to their lives by following a few simple tips. The first is to eat a healthy diet consisting of plenty of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. These foods are packed with nutrients that can help keep your body functioning properly as you age. Secondly, make sure to get regular exercise. Exercise helps to keep your muscles and bones strong, and it can also help improve your balance and coordination. This is especially important as you get older, since falls are a leading cause of injury and death in the elderly. Finally, make sure to get enough sleep. Sleep is when your body does most of its repair work, so it's important to get plenty of it. Most adults need around 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. But what if you've done all of this and you're still not feeling your best? What if you're still suffering from age-related ailments like arthritis, osteoporosis, or heart disease? In that case, you may want to consider a new treatment that's been shown to have amazing anti-aging effects. It is called intermittent fasting, and it is a form of diet that involves cycling between periods of eating and fasting. For example, you could fast for 16 hours per day and eat during the remaining 8 hours. Intermittent fasting has been shown to have a number of health benefits, including improving insulin sensitivity, reducing inflammation, and promoting weight loss. It can also help extend lifespan by triggering a process called autophagy. Autophagy is when your body breaks down and recycles old or damaged proteins and other cellular debris. This helps to keep your cells healthy and functioning properly. And it can also help prevent diseases such as cancer and Alzheimer's. To trigger autophagy, you need to fast for at least 12 hours. So intermittent fasting could be a great option if you're looking for an easy way to improve your health and potentially extend your lifespan. But remember, it's important to do it the right way. Make sure to consult with your doctor before making any drastic changes to your diet. In our previous episode, we revealed the top 5 scientific facts about how old you'll live by looking at your body. These facts were based on solid research and are great indicators of longevity. But there's more to the story. As we age, our bodies go through significant changes that can impact our overall health and well-being. By understanding these changes and taking proactive steps to address them, we can improve our quality of life and potentially extend our lifespan. So let us continue where we left off with a look at the next 5 scientific facts that can reveal how long we live in old age. Fact no. 6. Next. Physical strength and mobility play a crucial role. Studies show that seniors who can walk at a normal or even brisk pace tend to have a lower risk of mortality. This is likely because regular walking can keep your heart healthy, reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and stroke, help control blood sugar levels, and reduce the risk of developing dementia. In fact, a study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that older adults who walked briskly for at least 30 minutes a day had a significantly lower risk of dying from any cause compared to those who were less active. Another study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that people aged 70 and over, who could walk at least 1 mile or 1.6 kilometers in 15 minutes or less, had a much lower risk of dying in the next 6 years, compared to those who were slower or could UN to walk the distance. The research has found that these individuals had a 34% reduced risk of death from old causes and a 43% reduced risk of death from cancer. In addition to the benefits of walking, maintaining good muscle strength and balance is also an indicator of healthy aging and longevity. Muscle strength can be assessed by measuring grip strength, which has been shown to be correlated with overall health and mortality risk. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that older adults with lower grip strength were more likely to die from all causes, including falls, fractures, and cardiovascular events. Balance can be assessed using various tests, such as the timed up and go test, which measures the time it takes a person to stand up from a seated position, walk for 10 feet, turn around and sit back down. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Directors Association found that older adults who performed the timed up and go test in less than 14 seconds had a significantly lower risk of falling or being hospitalized for fall-related injuries compared to those who took longer. These studies demonstrate that maintaining good physical strength and balance in old age is not only important for preventing falls and other injuries, but also for promoting overall health and longevity. Incorporating strength training exercises and balance training into a regular exercise routine can help older adults maintain their physical abilities and reduce their risk of mortality. Fact number 7. Are you flexible? Well, if not, you might want to start working on it. A study published in the Journal of the American Osteopathic Association found that people who could touch their toes had a lower risk of dying prematurely from all causes combined. This is likely because maintaining flexibility as we age can help improve blood flow, reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, and maintain good posture and balance. Flexibility is essential for maintaining good posture and balance as we age. As we get older, our muscles and joints become stiffer, which can lead to hunching forward. Good posture is important for maintaining good balance, which is essential for preventing falls and injuries in old age. Fact number 8. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do us a favor and hit that like button. Your support means everything to us and motivates us to keep bringing you informative and entertaining content on health and wellness. Now let's move on to fact no. 8. How well you sleep can significantly affect your longevity. According to a study published in the journal Sleep, older adults who slept for 7 to 8 hours a night were less likely to die from all causes than those who slept for shorter or longer periods. Getting enough sleep is important for maintaining good health and cognitive function as we age. It helps to improve memory, concentration, and decision-making abilities, all of which are important for maintaining independence and quality of life in old age. However, many older adults do not get the recommended amount of sleep due to factors such as medical conditions, medications, or simply the aging process itself. Sleep disturbances are common among older adults and can lead to a number of health problems, including cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and depression. Therefore, it is important for older adults to prioritize sleep and take steps to ensure they get enough restful sleep each night. Some tips for improving sleep quality include maintaining a regular sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and avoiding caffeine and alcohol before bed. Fact number 9. How often do you socialize? Your social connections may be more important than you think when it comes to living a long life. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that older adults who had strong social connections and a sense of belonging lived longer than those who were more isolated. Loneliness and social isolation are common among older adults and can have negative effects on both physical and mental health. However, having a strong social support system can provide a sense of belonging and purpose, which can promote healthy aging and longevity. Some ways to maintain social connections in old age include staying in touch with friends and family, joining social groups, or volunteering in the community. Fact number 10. Last but certainly not least, keeping your mind active can be a key to a long life. A study published in the Annals of Neurology found that older adults who engaged in mentally stimulating activities such as reading, writing, or playing games had a lower risk of developing dementia and a longer lifespan. Keeping your mind active can help maintain cognitive function and reduce the risk of cognitive decline and dementia as we age. It can also provide a sense of purpose and satisfaction, which can contribute to overall well-being and longevity. Some ways to keep your mind active in old age include reading, writing, playing games, learning new skills, such as a new language or instrument, or engaging in activities that require problem-solving and critical thinking. Key factor is cognitive function or memory health. Seniors who stay mentally active by reading, solving puzzles, or engaging in discussions tend to have a lower risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. A well-trained brain helps maintain quality of life and increases the chance of living longer. It has been proven that keeping your mind sharp through mental exercises can delay the onset of ag-related cognitive decline. This means that if you engage in activities that challenge your brain, you might be able to maintain your cognitive abilities for a longer period. These activities can include playing brain games, learning a new language or skill, reading, writing, or even engaging in debates and discussions. By keeping your mind active, you are helping to build connections between neurons and strengthening your cognitive abilities. This can lead to a better quality of life in old age and potentially increase your chances of living longer. It has been observed that people who are mentally active in their old age tend to have a lower risk of developing dementia and Alzheimer's disease. This is because staying mentally active helps to keep the brain sharp and functioning at its best. When the brain is constantly being challenged and exercised, it is able to maintain its cognitive abilities and resist age-related decline. Studies have shown that engaging in activities such as puzzles, games, reading, and discussions can help to stimulate the brain and improve cognitive function. These activities can help to maintain memory, attention, problem-solving skills, and overall cognitive performance. Furthermore, another advantage of staying mentally active in old age is that it can help to maintain social connections. Engaging in discussions and debates with others can help to stimulate the mind and provide opportunities for social interaction. This can help to prevent social isolation, which can be a risk factor for cognitive decline and dementia. By staying mentally active, you are not only improving your cognitive abilities, but also maintaining your social connections, which can contribute to a better quality of life in old age and potentially increase your chances of living longer. It is important to note that everyone's cognitive abilities and needs are different. What works for one person may not work for another. Therefore, it is important to find activities that are enjoyable and challenging in order to maintain cognitive function in old age. With a little effort and creativity, you can find ways to keep your mind sharp and your brain healthy as you age. Staying mentally active is just one of the many factors that can influence longevity. Other important factors include maintaining a healthy diet, regular exercise, getting enough sleep, and managing stress levels. By taking care of your overall health and well-being, you can increase your chances of living a longer, happier life. Next, the presence of purpose and meaning in life is crucial for longevity. People who have a sense of purpose tend to live longer than those who don't. This can be due to various reasons. First, having a purpose in life can motivate you to take better care of yourself. When you have something meaningful to strive for, you're more likely to make healthier lifestyle choices, such as eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and avoiding harmful habits like smoking. Taking care of your physical health is an important factor in determining how long you will live. Additionally, having a sense of purpose can provide you with a positive outlook on life. When you have something that gives your life meaning, you are better equipped to handle the challenges and setbacks that inevitably come our way. This resilience and optimism can help you cope with stress more effectively, which is another contributor to longevity. Studies have shown that chronic stress can have negative effects on both physical and mental health, increasing the risk of various diseases and reducing lifespan. However, people with a sense of purpose tend to experience less stress and are better able to bounce back from adversity. Moreover, having a purpose in life can provide a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction, which can contribute to overall happiness and well-being. When you have something that motivates you and gives you direction, you are more likely to feel content with your life and appreciate the journey. This positive mindset and sense of fulfillment can, in turn, contribute to a longer lifespan. It's important to note that purpose can mean different things to different people. It can be something related to your career, personal relationships, hobbies, or spiritual beliefs. Ultimately, it's about finding what gives your life meaning and value. As you explore and pursue your passions, you may find that your sense of purpose evolves over time, and that's perfectly natural. The important thing is to continually seek out and embrace the things that make you feel motivated and fulfilled. Lastly, the strength of your social connections is an important factor in determining how long you will live. Studies have shown that people with strong social connections tend to live longer than those who are more socially isolated. This is because social connections provide us with emotional support, a sense of belonging, and opportunities for engagement in meaningful activities. Emotional support is an essential aspect of having strong social connections. When we are surrounded by friends, family, and community members who care about us and are there to support us through difficult times, we are better equipped to handle stress and adversity. Stress is known to have detrimental effects on both physical and mental health, and it can contribute to a range of health problems that can shorten lifespan. However, having a support system to rely on can buffer against these negative effects of stress and promote overall well-being. A sense of belonging is another key benefit of strong social connections. Here are 10 scientific facts that can tell you how long you will live in old age. No. 1. Mental health and stress levels also are essential. It's common knowledge that genetics play a significant role in longevity. However, other factors can influence how long you live, especially as you grow older. Seniors who maintain an active social life, spend time with friends and family, and know how to manage stress tend to be happier and live longer. According to researchers, happiness and emotional well-being positively affect blood pressure, immunity, and heart health. Furthermore, studies have shown that loneliness and depression are associated with higher rates of dementia, cardiovascular disease, and mortality. Therefore, it is crucial to prioritize mental health and well-being in addition to physical health for a longer and better quality of life as you age. Maintaining strong social connections and learning stress management techniques such as mindfulness or yoga can help improve mental health and overall well-being, leading to a healthier and happier life in old age. By taking care of our minds and emotions, we can not only increase our lifespan, but also improve the quality of our lives as we grow older. Number 2. How much sleep do you get every night? Sleep is an essential aspect of maintaining good health and well-being. As we age, our sleep patterns may change and we might experience more fragmented sleep or find ourselves waking up more frequently during the night. However, it's important to prioritize sleep and aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Studies have shown that getting enough sleep can help maintain cognitive function, reduce the risk of dementia, keep blood sugar levels stable, and strengthen the immune system, which can all contribute to a longer lifespan. If you're struggling with sleep issues, consider consulting a healthcare professional or trying relaxation techniques before bedtime, such as deep breathing exercises or meditation. Prioritizing sleep is an investment in your overall health and well-being, and can help you live a longer, happier life. In old age, Number 3, are your blood pressure and cholesterol levels in check? High blood pressure and high cholesterol levels are two of the most common risk factors for heart disease, which is the leading cause of death in the United States. As we age, our risk of developing these conditions increases, making it even more important to prioritize our heart health. Regular monitoring of blood pressure and cholesterol levels can help identify potential issues early on, allowing for timely intervention and management. Maintaining a healthy diet, low in saturated and trans fats, engaging in regular physical activity, avoiding smoking, and limiting alcohol consumption can all help reduce the risk of heart disease and promote overall cardiovascular health. Remember, taking care of your heart is essential for a longer, healthier life. Number 4, are you physically active? Exercise is an essential component of maintaining good health and well-being as we age. As we grow older, our muscle mass and bone density tend to decrease, making it important to engage in regular physical activity to maintain strength and mobility. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity, or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activity per week, along with strength training exercises targeting all major muscle groups twice a week. Exercise can help maintain cognitive function, reduce the risk of falls and fractures, and boost our immune system. It can also help alleviate symptoms of chronic conditions like arthritis and diabetes. If you have any physical limitations or health concerns, consult a healthcare professional before starting a new exercise program. Remember, staying active is key to a longer, healthier life. Number 5 is your waist measurement in proportion to your overall body size. Carrying excess weight, particularly abdominal fat, is associated with various health risks and can impact our overall well-being as we age. Abdominal fat in particular has been linked to an increased risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, stroke, and certain types of cancer. To maintain a healthy weight and reduce the risk of obesity-related diseases, it's important to follow a balanced diet, engage in regular physical activity, and monitor portion sizes. By making conscious choices about our diet and lifestyle, we can keep our waist measurements in check and improve our overall health and well-being. Remember, a healthy waistline is a key indicator of a longer, healthier life. No. 6. What is your dietary intake of saturated and trans fats? A diet high in saturated and trans fats can lead to elevated cholesterol levels, increasing the risk of heart disease and other chronic conditions. Saturated fats are found in foods like butter, cream, and unskimmed milk, while trans fats are commonly found in processed foods and fried items. As we age, our risk of developing heart disease increases, making it crucial to limit our intake of these unhealthy fats. Instead, opt for healthier sources of fat such as those found in avocados, nuts, and olive oil. By making conscious dietary choices, we can reduce the risk of chronic diseases and promote overall health and longevity. Remember, a balanced diet is key to a longer, healthier life. Number 7. How often do you eat fruits and vegetables? Consuming a diet rich in fruits and vegetables is essential for maintaining good health and well-being as we age. Fruits and vegetables are packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that can help support a healthy immune system, reduce inflammation, and lower the risk of chronic diseases, such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. Aim to include a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables in your daily diet. If you're not used to eating fruits and vegetables, start by adding small portions to your meals and gradually increase the amount. You can also try different cooking methods to make them more enjoyable and flavorful. Remember, a diet rich in fruits and vegetables is key to a longer, healthier life. Number 8. How often do you engage in heavy drinking? Excessive alcohol consumption can have detrimental effects on our health and well-being, particularly as we age. Heavy drinking can increase the risk of developing chronic conditions such as liver disease, heart disease, and pancreatitis, and can also weaken the immune system, making us more susceptible to infections. It can also contribute to cognitive decline and increase the risk of dementia. If you choose to drink alcohol, it's important to do so in moderation. Guidelines recommend up to 1 drink per day for women and up to 2 drinks per day for men. However, it's important to note that some individuals, such as those with certain medical conditions or who are taking medications, should avoid alcohol consumption entirely. Remember, keeping alcohol consumption in check is essential for a longer, healthier life. Number 9. Do you smoke or use tobacco products? Smoking and the use of tobacco products have been well established as significant risk factors for various health issues. As we age, our bodies become more susceptible to the harmful effects of tobacco, making it crucial to quit or never start. Tobacco smoke contains nicotine, which is highly addictive. Nicotine raises blood pressure and heart rate, putting additional strain on the cardiovascular system. This can lead to increased risks of heart disease, stroke, and lung disease. Additionally, tobacco smoke damages the lungs and airways, leading to chronic respiratory conditions such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Quitting tobacco products is one of the best things you can do for your health and well-being. There are resources available to help you quit, including counseling, support groups, and medications to help manage withdrawal symptoms. Remember, kicking the habit is key to a longer, healthier life. Number 10. How closely do you monitor your blood sugar levels? Maintaining healthy blood sugar levels is crucial for preventing chronic conditions such as type 2 diabetes and its associated complications. As we age, our bodies may become less efficient at regulating blood sugar, making it even more important to monitor levels closely. If you have diabetes or are at risk for developing the condition, it's essential to follow a balanced diet, engage in regular physical activity, and monitor blood sugar levels as recommended by your healthcare provider. Keeping blood sugar levels in check can help prevent complications such as nerve damage, kidney disease, and eye problems, and can promote overall health and well-being. Remember, managing blood sugar is key to a longer, healthier life. And healthy proteins tend to live longer than those who rely on high-fat or high-sugar diets. Nutritious food supports organ function and keeps the body healthy as we age. On the flip side, unhealthy eating habits contribute to diseases that can shorten lifespan. A balanced diet provides essential nutrients for optimal health and longevity. Here are some of the surprising ways high-fat and high-sugar diets can accelerate death. Unbalanced diets with excessive fat and sugars not only lead to weight gain and chronic diseases, but can also contribute to premature aging and death. Let's dive into some unexpected ways these diets can impact your lifespan. High-fat diets. Diets rich in saturated and trans fats, found in processed foods and red meat, can lead to obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases, all of which can reduce lifespan. Saturated fats, commonly found in animal products and tropical oils, raise LDL cholesterol levels, increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke. Trans fats, often created by adding hydrogen to liquid oils, have been linked to inflammation and insulin resistance, which contributes to various chronic conditions. Consuming large amounts of fat, particularly from unhealthy sources, can increase the risk of developing cancer. Studies suggest that a high-fat intake may promote the growth and spread of cancer cells, leading to more aggressive tumor development and poorer patient outcomes. One theory is that fat cells produce hormones that stimulate cancer cell division. Another suggests that dietary fat alters hormone levels, potentially increasing the risk of hormone-related cancers such as breast and prostate cancer. High-fat diets can also lead to malnutrition. When too much fat is consumed, it can displace nutrient-dense foods such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins in the diet. This can result in deficiencies in essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which are crucial for overall health and longevity. For example, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that a high-fat diet led to lower intakes of vitamins of C, E, and K, as well as minerals like calcium and magnesium. These deficiencies can weaken the immune system, impair organ function, and increase the risk of chronic diseases, ultimately contributing to a shorter lifespan. Another risk associated with a high-fat diet is the potential for liver damage. Consuming excessive amounts of fat, especially saturated and trans fats, can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This condition occurs when fat accumulates in the liver, causing inflammation and impairing its function. Over time, this can progress to more severe liver diseases such as cirrhosis and hepatocellular carcinoma. A study published in the journal Hepatology, for instance, demonstrated that individuals who consumed a high-fat diet had an increased risk of developing liver cancer. High-sugar diets. Diets high in added sugars, such as those found in candies, desserts, and sugary drinks, can lead to obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease, all of which can reduce lifespan. Consuming too much sugar can cause the body to store excess calories as fat, leading to weight gain and obesity. Obesity is associated with various health problems, including heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer, all of which can shorten lifespan. Added sugars provide empty calories without essential nutrients, contributing to poor nutrition and deficiencies in essential vitamins and minerals. This can weaken the immune system and impair organ function, making the body more susceptible to diseases and reducing lifespan. High sugar diets can also accelerate the aging process. A study published in the journal Aging Cell showed that a high-sugar diet caused accelerated cellular aging in mice, shortening their lifespan. Excess sugar consumption can lead to inflammation and oxidative stress, which can damage cells and contribute to age-related diseases. Another concern is the impact of sugar on the brain. Research has shown that a high-sugar diet can impair cognitive function and increase the risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's disease. Studies have linked excessive sugar consumption to brain aging and the formation of amyloid plaques, a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. Sugar-sweetened beverages in particular have been linked to negative health outcomes. A meta-analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regular consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages was associated with an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. These drinks are often high in calories and do not promote fullness, leading to overconsumption and weight gain. It's important to note that not all fats and sugars are the same. Unsaturated fats found in olive oil, avocados, and nuts are considered heart-healthy and can be part of a balanced diet. Similarly, natural sugars found in fruits and vegetables are less harmful than added sugars. To reduce the negative impacts of fat and sugar on lifespan, it's crucial to prioritize a balanced diet rich in fruits. Another sign, often overlooked, is maintaining a healthy weight and regular exercise. The key here is to avoid both being overweight and underweight. Studies show that people who are overweight have a higher risk of developing serious health problems like heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. On the other hand, being underweight can also lead to malnutrition and a weakened immune system. As far as exercise is concerned, it has been proven that seniors who remain active and do some form of exercises regularly tend to have better overall health and a lower risk of chronic diseases. Of course, it is important not to overexert yourself, especially if you are not used to exercising. Light forms of exercise such as yoga, walking, swimming, and biking are great ways to maintain good health without putting too much strain on your body. If you are new to exercising, start slowly and gradually increase the intensity and duration of your workouts. It is always a good idea to consult with your doctor before starting a new exercise program, especially if you have any underlying health conditions. The next sign you need to know about is having a positive attitude. It may sound cliché, but a positive attitude can make all the difference when it comes to longevity. A positive outlook on life has been linked to a number of health benefits, including reduced stress levels, improved mental health, and a stronger immune system. When you have a positive attitude, you are more likely to take care of yourself and make healthier choices, which can contribute to a longer life expectancy. On the other hand, a negative attitude has been associated with a variety of negative outcomes, including depression, anxiety, and even cardiovascular disease. So do your best to stay positive and make an effort to see the good in every situation. It may not be easy, but the benefits to your health and well-being are definitely worth it. Here are some tips that may help you cultivate a more positive mindset. Practice gratitude by taking time each day to appreciate the positive things in your life. Forgive others and let go of any grudges you may be holding on to. This can help reduce negative emotions and free up your mind to focus on the brighter side of things. Nurture your relationships with family and friends. Strong social connections can provide a sense of belonging and support, which can help you stay positive during tough times. Engage in activities that bring you joy and make you feel fulfilled, whether it's reading, gardening, or volunteering. Make an effort to see the good in people and in every situation. This can help you maintain a positive outlook. Even when things are challenging, remember that a positive attitude is contagious. By choosing to be positive, you can not only improve your own quality of life, but also the lives of those around you. Now let's move on to the next sign, which is having a strong support system. Having a strong support system is one of the most important factors. When it comes to living a long and happy life, a support system can refer to your close friends, family members, neighbors, religious community, or anyone else who can provide you with emotional, practical, or financial assistance when you need it. Research has shown that people with strong social connections tend to have better health outcomes and live longer than those who are more isolated. This is because having a strong support system can help you cope with stress, overcome challenges, and maintain a positive attitude, all of which contribute to a longer lifespan. So make an effort to nurture your relationships with family and friends. Join a club or group that aligns with your interests, and do you want to be afraid to reach out for help when you need it? Building a strong support system takes time, but the benefits to your health and well-being are definitely worth it. Alright, now let's talk about the importance of consuming a balanced diet. Eating a balanced diet is one of the most important things you can do for your health, especially as you age. A balanced diet provides your body with the nutrients it needs to function properly, and can help you maintain a healthy weight, reduce your risk of chronic diseases, and boost your energy levels. As you age, your nutritional needs change, and it is important to make sure you are getting enough of all the essential vitamins and minerals. This is particularly important for older adults who may be at risk of malnutrition due to a loss of appetite. difficulty chewing or swallowing, or a limited income. Some key nutrients to focus on as you age include calcium and vitamin D for strong bones, protein for muscle maintenance, and fiber for digestive health. It's also important to limit your intake of processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats, which can contribute to obesity and chronic diseases. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that you are eating a balanced diet that supports healthy aging and longevity. Moving on, let's discuss the significance of getting enough sleep. Getting enough sleep is crucial for maintaining both physical and mental health, especially as you age. Most older adults need 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night to function optimally. However, many seniors do not get the recommended amount of sleep due to various factors such as medical conditions, medications, or simply the aging process itself. Sleep deprivation can have serious consequences, including an increased risk of dementia, heart disease, and stroke. It can also affect your mood, energy levels, and overall quality of life. Fortunately, there are several tips you can follow to ensure you are getting enough sleep. Establish a regular sleep schedule by going to bed and waking up at the same time each day. Create a relaxing bedtime routine that signals to your body that it's time to sleep. This could include taking a warm bath, reading a book, or listening to calming music. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool for optimal sleep. And finally, avoid using stimulants such as caffeine or nicotine before bed. By following these tips, you can improve your sleep quality and reap the many benefits of a good night's rest. Next, let's talk about the importance of having regular checkups. Regular checkups are crucial for maintaining good health and preventing disease, especially as you age. During a checkup, your doctor will perform tests and screenings to detect any potential health issues early on, which can lead to more effective treatment and better outcomes. For example, regular blood pressure checks can help identify hypertension, while screenings such as colonoscopies and mammograms can detect signs of cancer early on. In addition to screenings, regular checkups also provide an opportunity for your doctor to review your medical history and discuss any concerns you may have. This can help catch potential problems early on and prevent them from becoming more serious. It is recommended that adults over the age of 65 have regular checkups with their primary care physician, at least once a year. During these checkups, your doctor will assess your overall health, review your medications, and recommend any necessary screenings or vaccinations. By making regular checkups a priority, you can help ensure that you are living a healthy and fulfilling life for years to come. Last, but certainly not least, let's talk about the importance of engaging your mind. Keeping your mind active and engaged is crucial for maintaining cognitive function and preventing cognitive decline as you age. This can be achieved by engaging in activities that challenge your brain and stimulate your mind, such as solving puzzles, playing games, or learning new skills. One way to keep your mind sharp is to learn a new language, take up a musical instrument, or learn to play a strategic game such as chess. These activities can help improve your problem-solving skills, memory, and attention span. Another effective way to engage your mind is to read regularly. Reading can help improve your vocabulary, comprehension, and critical thinking skills, while also providing mental stimulation. Additionally, engaging in regular social interactions can also help keep your mind sharp. Remember, these signs aren't absolute indicators, but pieces of a complex puzzle. Your genes, environment, and lifestyle all play significant roles. Let's delve deeper into this fascinating topic. Before we dive in, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. If you find our videos helpful, please support us. Your support helps us continue sharing valuable content. Now let us explore the science of longevity and discover more signs that can reveal how long you might live in old age. No. 1. Grip strength. Have you ever noticed how your grip strength seems to diminish as you get older? It's not just a product of aging, but a potential indicator of overall health and life expectancy. According to a study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, hand grip strength is associated with cardiovascular disease and total mortality. Researchers analyzed data from over 14,000 adults aged 65 and older and found that those with lower grip strength were at an increased risk of developing cardiovascular disease and had higher mortality rates. Grip strength is linked to muscle mass and muscle function. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass and strength, which can contribute to frailty and disability. However, Maintaining good muscle strength through exercise and a balanced diet can help preserve physical function and potentially increase lifespan. No. 2. Blood pressure. Blood pressure, often referred to as the silent killer, can be a sneaky indicator of our overall health and life expectancy. Elevated blood pressure, especially when it's persistently high, can strain the heart and blood vessels over time, increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke. These conditions are leading causes of death worldwide, particularly in older adults. Studies have shown a clear link between high blood pressure and an increased risk of mortality. For example, a meta-analysis published in the Journal of Hypertension found that people with untreated hypertension have a significantly higher risk of dying prematurely than those with normal blood pressure. Managing blood pressure through lifestyle changes such as reducing salt intake, regular exercise, and stress management, as well as medication when necessary, is crucial for extending lifespan and reducing the risk of cardiovascular events. Number 3. Sleep quality. Sleep, often underrated, is a vital component of our overall health and well-being. As we age, changes in sleep patterns become more common, but consistently poor sleep quality could be a red flag for various health issues and even shorter lifespan. A study published in the journal PLOS Medicine discovered that poor sleep duration and quality are associated with an increased risk of dementia, cancer, cardiovascular disease, and death. The study followed nearly 500,000 adults over several years and found that those who reported sleeping less or very poorly had higher risks of developing these conditions and dying. Maintaining good sleep hygiene, which includes establishing a regular sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and ensuring a comfortable sleep environment, is essential for healthy aging and longevity. Number 4. Balance and coordination. As we step into our golden years, maintaining our balance and coordination becomes increasingly important. The ability to stay upright and navigate our surroundings steadily is not only a measure of our physical fitness, but also a key indicator of our overall health and functional independence. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that those with poor balance and gait control are at a higher risk of falls and subsequent health issues, which can significantly impact their quality of life and lifespan. Regular practice of exercises that focus on balance and coordination, such as Tai Chi and yoga, can help older adults maintain stability and reduce the risk of falls. Number 5. Vision health. Our eyes are often called the windows to the soul, but they're also windows into our overall health. As we age, vision problems like cataracts and macular degeneration become more prevalent, but they can signal other underlying health issues that affect life expectancy. Studies have linked various eye conditions with systemic diseases. For instance, glaucoma, which damages the optic nerve, has been associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular disease and stroke. Additionally, age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in older adults, is linked to higher rates of mortality. Regular comprehensive eye exams and managing eye conditions promptly are essential for maintaining good vision and overall health as we age. No. 6. Diet and nutrition. The old adage, "You are what you eat," holds particularly true when it comes to healthy aging and longevity. The foods we consume have a profound impact on our health, energy levels, and lifespan. A well-balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, provides the essential nutrients our bodies need to function optimally and protect against chronic diseases. On the other hand, a diet high in processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats can lead to obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and other conditions that can shorten our lifespan. Numerous studies have highlighted the importance of a balanced diet for healthy aging. For example, the Mediterranean diet, known for its emphasis on fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats, has been associated with a reduced risk of cognitive decline, heart disease, and mortality. Number 6. Social connections. Our social connections and sense of belonging play a vital role in our overall well-being and can significantly impact our lifespan. Strong social ties provide emotional support, reduce stress, and foster a sense of purpose and community. Conversely, social isolation and loneliness can have detrimental effects on both physical and mental health. A study published in the journal BMJ found that people with close relationships and strong social support networks have a lower risk of developing dementia, cardiovascular disease, and dying prematurely. Nurturing meaningful connections with family, friends, and our community through regular social interactions, engaging in group activities, and seeking support when needed is essential for healthy aging and longevity. Number 8. Stress management. Chronic stress can wreak havoc on our bodies, accelerating the aging process and increasing the risk of various health problems. When we're stressed, our bodies release hormones like cortisol that can raise blood pressure, disrupt sleep, and weaken the immune system over time. These effects can contribute to conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and depression, which can shorten our lifespan. Research has shown that stress management is crucial for healthy aging. A study in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that older adults who effectively manage stress have better health outcomes and lower mortality rates. Engaging in stress-reducing practices such as mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga, and spending time in nature can help maintain both physical and mental well-being as we age. Number 9. Cognitive function. Our cognitive abilities, including memory, attention, and problem-solving skills, are not only essential for our daily functioning, but also serve as indicators of our overall brain health. As we age, it's normal to experience some cognitive decline, but significant or rapid cognitive deterioration could be a sign of underlying issues, like dementia or Alzheimer's disease. These conditions can have a profound impact on our lives and can be associated with a shorter lifespan. Studies have explored the relationship between cognitive function and longevity, revealing that maintaining good cognitive abilities is linked to a healthier and longer life. For example, a study published in the journal Neurology found that adults with better cognitive function in middle age have a lower risk of developing dementia later in life. Engaging in mentally stimulating activities such as puzzles, reading, and learning new skills may help keep our brains sharp as we age. Number 10. Body mass index. Maintaining a healthy body mass index, or BMI, is another crucial factor in determining our longevity. Both being underweight and being overweight or obese can pose risks to our health. People who are underweight may have a higher risk of malnutrition, weakened immunity, and other health issues that can shorten lifespan. On the other hand, those who are overweight or obese are at an increased risk of developing chronic conditions like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer, which can also impact longevity. Studies have investigated the association between BMI and mortality, suggesting that a healthy weight range is linked to a lower risk of death from all causes. For example, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people with a healthy BMI have a lower risk of all-cause mortality compared to those who are underweight or overweight. Remember, these signs are not absolutes. Instead, they offer valuable insights into our overall health and well-being. By paying attention to these signs, making positive lifestyle changes, and consulting with healthcare professionals, we can take proactive steps towards healthy aging and potentially increase our lifespan. What are your thoughts on these signs? Have you observed any of these in yourself or others? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Sign Noan Uno Your Heart Health. Heart health is a crucial factor when it comes to longevity, especially after you turn 70. As you age, it's common for arteries to become more rigid and for blood pressure to rise, which puts extra strain on the heart. But did you know that taking good care of your heart can actually help you live longer? A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that people with cardiovascular disease who exercised regularly were able to add an average of 3 hours to their lives for every 1,000 calories they burned. Another study showed that people who ate a Mediterranean diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and fish were less likely to develop heart disease and at a lower risk of dying prematurely. So if you want to add some time to your life, start by taking care of your heart. Eat a healthy diet, get regular exercise, and don't smoke. These simple changes can make a big difference in how long you live. Sign Noandoja grip strength. Grip strength is a good indicator of overall health and functional ability. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that people with lower grip strength were more likely to have a disability or die within 5 years of follow-up. Another study found that grip strength was a better predictor of all-cause mortality than blood pressure, cholesterol levels, or body mass index. So if you want to find out how long you might live, Start by measuring your grip strength. You can do this with a hand dynamometer, which is a device that measures the amount of force you can exert with your hand. If your grip strength is low, then you may want to talk to your doctor about ways to improve it. One way to increase your grip strength is to do exercises that involve squeezing a ball or using a hand gripper. These exercises can help you build up the strength in your hands and arms over time. So if you want to add some years to your life, start by working on your grip strength. Sign no unstress your sleep schedule. Getting enough sleep is important for everyone, but it's especially important for older adults. In fact, studies have shown that people who get enough sleep live longer than those who don't. A study published in the journal Current Biology found that older adults who got less sleep were more likely to die of any cause within 5 years of follow-up. Another study found that people who slept less than 6 hours a night were twice as likely to die within a year than those who slept for 6 or more hours. So if you want to extend your lifespan, make sure you're getting enough sleep. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even on weekends, to help regulate your body's natural sleep cycle, and avoid using caffeine or alcohol before bedtime, as these substances can interfere with sleep. If you're still having trouble sleeping, talk to your doctor. There may be an underlying medical condition that needs to be addressed. Sign no encuadre your diet. What you eat has a major impact on how long you live. A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that people who ate unhealthier diets were more likely to die of heart disease, cancer, or stroke. Another study found that people who ate more fruits and vegetables had a lower risk of dying from any cause. So if you want to add some years to your life, start by eating a healthier diet. Eat plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein, and limit your intake of saturated and trans fats, added sugars and salt. One way to make sure you're re-getting the nutrients you need is to eat a variety of foods from all food groups. Another way to ensure that your diet is healthy is to cook more meals at home. That way you can control the ingredients that go into your food. If you're not sure where to start, there are plenty of resources available to help you. The American Heart Association, for example, has a website with lots of healthy recipes and tips for eating well. So if you want to live longer and feel better as you age, start by eating a healthier diet. Sign on cinco your mental health. Mental health is just as important as physical health when it comes to longevity. A study published in the British Medical Journal found that people with depression were more likely to die of any cause than those without depression. Another study found that people who had experienced a major stressful event, such as the death of a loved one or job loss, were more likely to develop dementia later in life. So if you want to live longer, take care of your mental health. Manage stress through relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation, and seek professional help if you're struggling to cope with a difficult emotion or situation. You can also stay mentally active by keeping your mind sharp with puzzles, games, or new challenges. This can help maintain your cognitive function and reduce your risk of developing dementia. There are also a number of things you can do to boost your mood, such as spending time with friends and family, volunteering, or exercising. All of these things can help you live a longer, happier life. Sin non sais, your sense of smell. Losing your sense of smell is not only annoying, but it can also be a sign of something more serious, like dementia. A study published in the journal JAMA Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery found that people who had lost their sense of smell were more likely to develop dementia over the next 4 years than those who had not. Another study found that people with Alzheimer's disease often experience a decline in their sense of smell before other symptoms appear. So if you've noticed that your sense of smell isn't what it used to be, it could be worth talking to your doctor about. While there is no cure for Alzheimer's disease, early detection can help you get the support and treatment you need to manage the condition. In the meantime, there are also some things you can do to keep your sense of smell sharp. Try to identify different smells and aromas regularly. This can help stimulate your olfactory receptors and keep them working properly. You can also try to avoid exposure to things that can damage your sense of smell, like cigarette smoke.